Hi guys, welcome back to the Scottish Gaming Rebels. I am your host with the most, the Fat Tinky. Now, for everyone that's subscribed so far and hit the like button, thank you so much. For anybody who's new to the channel and this is your first video, why not hit subscribe, hit that like button, check out some of our previous videos. Thank you very much, we totally, really appreciate it. And for this, all your feedback and love to us, we're going to bring you some more awesome news. Let's jump into this Freaky Fridays news, and we're going to start off with something that everybody's been talking about for the last week, and that is obviously Microsoft spending. Now, what they have done is they've obviously purchased Activision last week for $68.5 billion. With that said and done, the deal was supposedly reported to not get through until the 1st of June 2023, but now we're finding out that the deal can be done in 6 months, as long as everybody who's scrutinising it and checking on this deal is happy. It might go through early. Now, it will take 6 months to 18 months for it to officially go through. We're not sure how long it's going to be. The quickest time it can be 6 months. Obviously, with that, a lot of PlayStation fans are worrying that Call of Duty is not going to be put on to PlayStation anymore because it's going to be an Xbox exclusive. Well guys, we have you covered here. The next 3 COD titles are going to be on PlayStation as well. So what are those? Well, we have Modern Warfare 2 2022 edition. Now guys, obviously if you've watched the channel before or you've seen anything, you've watched any of our previous videos, you'll know that we are doing a giveaway. We're going to be giving away a copy of Modern Warfare 2022, a decent edition. We're not talking a standard edition here guys, on your preferred platform, free of charge. All you have to do is like and subscribe to the channel, like our future videos, watch our future videos and help us out, and in return we'll give one lucky viewer this prize. Now with that, they're also going to be releasing the next Treyarch Black Ops title in 2023 and then Warzone 2 in 2023. With the news with Warzone 2, what I want to point out here is the fact it's going to be current gen consoles only and PC. So last gen consoles will not be getting a port, unfortunately. And the one thing that also is going to make it a bit more sadder for a lot of people is the fact that anything you've bought in Warzone will not carry over to Warzone 2. Now this is still in the rumour stage at the moment guys, but it's flying about out there, so we thought we'd bring it to you now. Now obviously with this, what they're going to be doing with the new Warzone is they're going to be changing the gaming engine, they're going to be updating the player mechanics, they're going to be making the game more solid. And no offence, but the game it's been running on in Modern Warfare 2019 for the last 3 years. I think now is enough. I think we need something better. Now obviously with that, like I said, we could be seeing a teaser for Modern Warfare 2 as early as in the next 8 weeks. Now obviously we're used to seeing kind of trailers nearer the middle of the year. Because of the way Vanguard is selling and the way Season 1 sold for Vanguard, it is doing really bad, so they're going to try and push out this hype for Modern Warfare 2. No offence guys, I'm excited for Modern Warfare 2022. I will have it, I will be streaming it, bringing it to the channel, putting it on Twitch, so we'll have plenty of views for everybody to see. With that said and done though, Vanguard Season 2 will not be releasing until February the 14th. Now guys, if you're out there and you're thinking to yourself, hold on, well 14th of February, why does that ring a bell? It's Valentine's Day. So if you have a partner that you love unconditionally, then you maybe want to miss that day and spend that day with them. But if not guys, and you want to have something to look forward to, if you don't have a partner, then you have Season 2. Hopefully with Sledgehammer fixing some of the faults, we might actually have something to look forward to. So sticking to Activision. On Tuesday, they refused to recognise Raven Software's QA tester union, and that was their deadline. Because of this, it's now been sent to the National Relations Labour Board. Okay, it's a team of 39 people. They've tried to create a union. Activision went not interested, not looking at it. These people were fired just before Christmas. These people have families. They were looking forward to spending it with their families. They were hoping to give them what they wanted for Christmas. You know, children want a lot of things for Christmas. And then they were fired. Now, obviously, you know, a lot of people well, they obviously weren't doing their job right, and some of the QA testers have been moved to the other departments. Yeah, but no offence, as anybody played Vanguard, they needed QA testers. Forget Vanguard. Have you seen Warzone recently? Harry Potter's flying cars? We're going to have to wait and see what comes up next, right? Now, in all fairness, I think that with this, Microsoft are probably going to start kind of, right, we're going to have to do something about this, and I hope Microsoft are going to come in and make a change to the industry with Activision to say, right, here's what's going to happen from now on. We're going to change the way things are done. No more sexual harassment, no more bullying. We're going to cut it down, we're going to get it sorted. The next thing I want to talk about, this did make me laugh this week, is the fact that the British government, the UK government, have investigated Microsoft. Why did they investigate them? Well, basically they investigated them for the Game Pass. People who maybe have purchased the Game Pass and say they've moved house or their console's broken, or they generally just don't play their console anymore, and they're still being charged for this Game Pass. Now, $10.99 a month, if you're on the breadline, $10.99 is a lot of money. right? $10.99 you could probably feed yourself for a couple of days. And now the UK government are turning around and saying, well, we want Microsoft to start looking at this. And Microsoft have responded and said, yeah, you're completely right. We're going to start contacting people who haven't used the Game Pass for a while, and we're going to see if they want to keep it. If not, we'll cancel it for them. To point this out, if you go to xbox.com, go to billing and subscriptions, you can cancel it there. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of people, just don't have the time or effort, or they don't want to put the effort in to do it, and I get that. But if you're spending $10.99 a month on something you don't even use, that's just a waste. Do you know what I mean? Coming for the guy who spends money on Netflix every month, and I probably put it on twice a month, it's a complete waste of money. So what's happening now is Microsoft are going to contact you. The reason this made me laugh, right, is because the UK government are investigating Microsoft. The UK government couldn't investigate a dark room with a torch. I live in Scotland. I have seen the crap that they're putting out there with Partygate. Boris Johnson is having parties when everybody was on lockdown. No England, nothing else, but yet there's 3 parties came to light. You know what, guys? See, when you start investigating somebody else, when you point fingers at somebody, there's always 3 fingers pointing back, and the UK government are going to have to start looking at their own shit. I'm going to give a big shout out to 343 Studios with Halo Infinite player base hitting 20 million players, which is the highest for any Halo game to date. Also, Forza 5 Horizon 5 has an 18 million player base. So together, just two games, that's 38 million players they've had on these games. So obviously with this, right, a lot of people are going to go, well, yeah, okay, that's 2 games. But let me point something out here. At one point, everybody was shouting that Xbox didn't have any exclusives, right? Game Pass was a waste of money, and it was disappointing for the gaming industry that we were looking at this single purchase that was going to bring all these great things, and people were like, hating on it and everyone else. Well, who's hating now? Because no offence, guys, 20 million for Halo, Xbox and PC, everybody's loving it. Now, moving on over to EA. After the recent disappointment of Battlefield 2042, EA have decided to put Respawn Entertainment in charge of the next 3 Star Wars games instead of DICE. Now, obviously, with that, a lot of people are like, well, why? DICE have they did release Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Battlefront 2. We all know the debacle behind Star Wars Battlefront 2 with the microtransactions and everything else. So they've now, EA have went, no, do you know what? Your last game was complete disappointment. You're going to be working on that until such times as you get that sorted, and then we'll see what happens. And in return, we're putting Respawn Entertainment, who brought us games like Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2, and Apex Legends. So we're going to see what happens. Now, obviously with this, the next three Star Wars games are reported to be Fallen Order, first-person shooter, and a strategy game for Star Wars, right? So we're looking at seeing some new ideas behind the genre. Now, obviously, Pokemon Legendary Arceus has a Metacritic score of 86. Now, this is not player score at the moment, right? This is just the critics kind of voicing their opinion on it. 86 is still quite high, and it's the highest it's been for about 6 years now. Guys, it's not out. Once it comes out and the players get their hands on it, you'll see the scores come in. And will it be up there with the 86? Will it be lower? Will it be higher? Do me a favour though, in the comments below, drop your suggestions and tell me what you think is going to happen with the next game. Here's some exciting news, guys, and this is I'm actually looking forward to. Crytek, the people behind the Crysis games, recently released a teaser trailer for Crysis 4. Crysis 1 and 2 and 3, loved their games, played them, have them on the Xbox now, fantastic, bought the remastered trilogies, love the game. Obviously there's a couple of problems with some of them, but in this day and age, guys, you're playing a game that was out that decade ago, and you're obviously expecting these games to be fantastic. They're not going to be. But Crysis 4 has the ability to make the gaming industry better. Do you know what I mean? This is a game that could literally make this company, right? Obviously, their previous 3 titles were really good. Teaser, the Crysis 4 looks good as well. And obviously, one thing I will say is that when Crysis 1 released, right, there was a rumour going about that even the NSA, the game would have to be played on one of their supercomputers for it to run properly because it was just melting PCs. Hopefully this doesn't happen now with the technology we have, but we'll just need to wait and see. Next up, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the Mountain himself, has disclosed in a recent interview that he is working on a new game to film adaptation, but he's not going to tell us what it is. Now, my personal opinion here is the fact that could this be God of War? Look at the man. The man is a god in himself. And let's face facts, guys, if you're going to want God of War film made, you're going to want Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to do this, you know what I mean? You're going to want him right in the middle, going, right, here's what's going to happen. I think it would be great for the franchise and good for the film industry for him to do this film. Let's face facts, guys, he's built like a tank anyway. Kratos is a monster. So let's hope that that's what that is. Unfortunately, at the moment we don't know, so stay tuned to the channel for future updates and we'll see what we can find out. And lastly guys, Steam Deck will be dropping in the UK for sales on 25th of February with a nice price tag of £349 in the UK and $399 in the US. What do we hope it brings? Obviously it's going to bring the PC Steam games to a handheld console. Now we have handheld consoles, we have a Nintendo Switch. The graphics aren't fantastic, so what are we hoping for here? Obviously hit us down in the comments below. To point something out, the $349 price tag is a 64GB storage. If you want higher, you're going to pay £100 more, so it'll be £464 for, I think it's a 250GB hard drive, which is a lot of money, guys. In all fairness, if you're trying to buy a gaming PC or a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X, you know, that money is a lot. As always guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button for more Freaky Friday news. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. I'll link all the details in the description box below. Peace out.